From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the evening news blast for May 29th, 2025. LGBTQ Nation is reporting that two teens and their parents have filed a lawsuit against Kansas's gender-affirming care ban, saying the law puts the youth at risk of unimaginable suffering and violates the state constitution's guarantee of fundamental rights and equal protection. The ACLU and ACLU of Kansas filed the lawsuit on behalf of the plaintiffs, 13-year-old Lily Lowe and 16-year-old Ryan Rowe, both pseudonyms. Lily and Ryan have been thriving since they started receiving puberty blockers and hormone therapy, the lawsuit states, but now their trusted doctors in Kansas can no longer help them. In February, the Kansas legislature overrode Governor Laura Kelly's veto of Senate Bill 63, which bans all forms of gender-affirming care for trans people under the age of 18. The bill contains an exception for cisgender youth who need the same treatments. It specifically says the treatments are only banned when used for a child's perception of gender or sex that is inconsistent with such child's sex, where sex is defined by reproductive organs, chromosomes, and naturally occurring sex hormones. Doctors who provide such care will lose their licenses. Malpractice insurance is banned from covering damages that may result from such care, and the law also bans talk therapy for trans kids. Kelly's veto cited parental rights. It is not the job of politicians to stand between a parent and a child who needs medical care of any kind, Kelly said in a statement. Infringing on parental rights is not appropriate, nor is it a Kansas value. Lily, the suit explains, has been living fully as a girl since second grade and received her first puberty blocker medication at 12 years old. After the ban passed, her clinic was forced to abruptly cancel her prescription, which has led her mother to scramble to find an out-of-state provider. The puberty-blocking shots let her be herself, happy and carefree, the suit states. Lily has not had any negative side effects from the shots. The logistics of switching Lily's health insurance to be covered for out-of-state care have caused delays in the family's ability to obtain a new prescription, and they worry they won't have it in time for Lily's next dose. Developing male characteristics will be agony for Lily, the suit warns. She has been living as a girl for years and is very private about being transgender. Most of the people in Lily's life do not know her birth sex, and because of puberty blockers, she has not developed any typical male physical traits. But without blockers, she will begin looking like a teenage boy, which will out her as transgender against her will. The suit also states that Ryan has thrived on testosterone and that he is more comfortable in his body and happier. His family also moved to Kansas from Texas to flee the state's anti-trans laws. The lawsuit emphasizes that gender-affirming care is far from experimental or new, and that studies have overwhelmingly demonstrated its safety and benefits. It also explains what advocates have endlessly tried to communicate to those fighting to ban the practice. Gender-affirming care does not include pharmaceutical or surgical intervention before puberty. And once puberty does begin, the hormone treatments to delay it are reversible. The suit also acknowledges that all major medical associations in the United States, including the American Medical Association, the American Academy of Pediatrics, and the Endocrine Society, support gender-affirming care as a safe and effective treatment for gender dysphoria in trans youth. Our clients and every Kansan should have the freedom to make their own private medical decisions and consult with their doctors without the intrusion of Kansas politicians. D.C. Heegert, Civil Liberties legal fellow for the ACLU of Kansas, said in a statement, adding that the ban is a particularly harmful example of politicians' overreach and their efforts to target, politicize, and control the health care of already vulnerable Kansas families. That's the news blast for this hour. If you are watching our videos on YouTube, be sure to click the subscribe button for the PEP Radio channel. Download the Live 365 app to take PEP Radio with you wherever you go. Up next is the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.